my mods. Okay, so how was that Little Misfortune one? I didn't see much of it because it's been so busy. Oh, how am I 30 minutes late? It's Filipino time. Holy, it is strange. Yes, but this time it's all information here. This is info time, okay? No game time for now. Let's do info time. So, it's going to be a lot. It's still a lot of snow. 1 foot, that's 12 inches. That's a lot of snow, okay? Or that's about roughly 30 centimeters if people are getting use the metric system. So I don't have radars. Okay, my computer is overwhelmed already. So, but stay tuned for the right. Actually, let's see if I can get some rate. Let's see if I can get the radar in. Does it work? No. Oh no, that's paint. Okay, that's fine. Can I get a radar? Let's check the radar. Let's see. Today, and I'm just clicking. So where is it? Okay, so that's a little that's a little bit. So no, I do not live in Jersey, but this is the snow that we're seeing. This one is in from the weather. This is from the weather.com, from the weather channel. There we go. Got to put this here. So this is as of right now, 12:07 a.m. on Saturday. So I live, if I can find my mouse here. You can see my mouse. Okay, I live in New York City here, so that's where we are. So far, it's not getting some good totals. So I'm gonna go down a little bit here. It says we're gonna get into at least 9 inches. Okay, I don't believe it. I think we're gonna go higher than that because last time I predicted it, the numbers were actually, well, I underestimated it basically. So this is for the future actually. So yeah, so you can see here right now it's 12:08. This is looking towards the future. So we're in it. We're gonna be in it for almost the entire day. All right, that's enough with the snow thing. We're gonna go into the subways. So it's a jam-packed information time, all that stuff. Where is it? Capture 3. Okay. So we're going to get to the subway. There we go. And then I'm going to take out the paint part. Where is it? Oh, hold on a second. All right, there we go. I think that should be fine. So we're going to do it like this. So for the subways, I'm what I'm saying is it's better to stay home, but just keep in mind that whatever I say about these advisories, they could be canceled because of the snow. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. All right. If of course, oh wait, that's weird. It's like half and half. What is this? It's glitching again. I was afraid of that. Okay. So, this is the map for this is the winter map, so to speak. See all this? So, God forbid if we get walloped in about 32 inches of snow, most of the above ground and a little bit of the underground stations will be shut down, as you can see with all these little ghosty ones. So the ones running would be the ones that are underground. See, look at this. And I live near JFK, so I'm not going to have any service. Poor Rockaways, so sorry about that. Okay, so you would have an idea that, most of the above ground, they're going to be closed. Now, L train in particular, the ones that are above ground are from Broadway Junction to Canarsie Rockaway Parkway. Reason why these stations over here they're closed is because there's no there's no flying junctions or something like that that could serve these stations. So there's a flying junction around this area, Myrtle Wyckoff. So doesn't make sense to me. Grant Avenue is an underground station, and it's probably you can't go there for that reason as well because you can't do layovers past Grant Avenue. You can do layovers just between Euclid and Grant. So that's one example. So Brooklyn has barely any service. Look at this. So not service is reduced during the winter time, but I don't think we're gonna go into that point. So, but let's get back to this. So again, just letting you know that some of these advisories could be canceled because of the snow. So here we go. Just in case they don't cancel, this is what I have so far. So Northbound A train is local between Canal and 59th Street. And southbound D is express between 170th and 145th Street. Next thing is northbound E is via the M train. Now the M train does not run past Essex Street. It only runs between Metropolitan and Essex, but the E train from so northbound from West 4th Street will actually follow the M tracks. M is in Matthew, so from West 4th Street all the way to 5th Avenue, 53rd Street, and it'll continue on its route and then go express. It'll be express during the regular days. The next thing is westbound E and R trains they will be express between I have to edit on my phone between 71st and Queens Plaza. But again, just be aware that it could cancel because what they're going to do is they're going to take a lot of the equipment, mainly the trains, the rolling stock, and they'll probably store them in the express tracks. And then there's going to be less express service. So just a heads up there. Also, G train, this could be canceled, but we don't know. So no G trains north of Bedford Nostrand Avenue. So a bus, if it does move forward, the buses will replace the G from Court Square to Bedford Nostrand Avenue. But we'll see. Again, anything can change. The next thing, northbound D trains will go on the C between West 4th Street and 59th Street. So it's going to go local along the 8th Avenue line. The next thing is northbound D skips 182nd, 183rd Streets. And northbound F will be, where do I see that one, is express between Avenue X and 18th Avenue. Okay, that is if, of course, they're going to go ahead with the track work. Okay, so usually when there's weather-related conditions, there's a possibility they're not going to do track work. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Also, I think F train is going to be continuing because according to the schedule, there wouldn't be F train south of Avenue X, but I think they're canceling that for now. We don't know. N trains will be running its regular route. Usually, it would go local during the weekends because of to accommodate the F line service, since there might be some closures due to the signaling upgrades. Path trains. So if we're gonna go over here. Wait, something's going on with my thing. Okay, so path trains, 9th Street, 23rd Street still closed. Okay, the Clark Street station for the 2 and 3 is still closed. Also, the Long Island Railroad and New Jersey Transit buses are suspended for January 29th. We don't know what it's going to look like for Sunday, January 30th. Just letting you know that just expect extensive delays and service changes throughout all different kinds of public transportation. And remember, this is just public transportation, whether it's the bus or the trains or even the ferries. If you're driving, it's better that you leave your car home and, and sit your ass home, okay, so you don't get hurt. But if you're an essential worker or you have to go, please, please, please take it slow. And before you leave, just please, clean your the best you can. Get rid of the car on top of the roofs because we don't want the snow to land on a person's windshield and then someone gets hurt. We don't want that one. All right, so next thing is the Metronort's Hudson, Harlem, and New Haven lines. So these little things here, this is the Harlem line, this is the Hudson line, this is the New Haven line. Also, Amtrak goes on it too. Runs every hour. So Wasaic's all the way at the north. You don't way north, like the excerpts, New Canaan, that's in Connecticut, Danbury and Waterbury lines. Along Metro North, they're suspended. Okay. And we're going to expect some suspensions as well for New Jersey Transit Rail. And, but again, anything can change. It's a whole exhaustive list. So just be careful, stay ahead, all right? What I'll do is tomorrow morning I will be updating. So if there are any changes, they will be on my Instagram stories. And so I know it's a very confusing, unpredictable. So as I said, if you don't need to go out, stay home. Okay, watch some Netflix. If you have Netflix, I don't have Netflix. I'll just go on my Funimation or my Crunchyroll, what apps. someday, someday I'm gonna put anime stuff on for Twitch. Okay, just at the moment, not right now, because I'm monitoring the storm, monitoring the public public transit, mainly the rails. Okay, now next order of business. Can I click on this one? This is work. Okay, I don't know what that snowfall's doing there. Oh wait, that's the website. Let's see. Can I get the... Okay, so again, here's the radar. So this is only for the future. And then I'm gonna take this, let me take this out. It's blank, it's okay, because I have to put this in. Okay, so we have COVID updates. It's gonna be a quick one because I've been very busy. All right, and I had a bad day today. Hey, DJ Nikki, how are you? Thank you for coming to the stream. I have a little confession. I actually went back and forth, and then I had a crisis when I at work because my bag zipper they broke, and I had to log out of Twitch because I had to fix a few things. It's crazy, and the snow was coming down. I already saw, I think, what, 2-3 inches when I arrived home. So I arrived home pretty late. Oh, what was the bad day? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. It happens so long. It really does. So, but I enjoyed your stream. I love, you gotta have a little bit of fighting. At least no one got hurt. You had your Friday night fights, the fighting games. my my stream today sucked because my ass keeps getting ass. my ass keeps getting kicked. It happens. It's just a game. I had to learn that the hard way when I was younger. I hate losing even more when I was younger because I thought, okay, if I win, great, the game's over. If I lose, the game's never over until I win. And I learned that from the Knicks because the Knicks suck. Okay, and if you do like the Knicks, that's okay. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, Knicks need to win more. Okay, but I'm not. That's why I'm not a big sports fan. Okay, and I rage quit Valorant because I wasn't playing at my best, and my teammates in solo. What is that? Are caca de perro. Okay, don't ban me, please. Don't ban me, please. Okay, so now this is just a summary for COVID. I know there's a whole lot of information for COVID, but I've been very busy. So information keeps changing, okay? And this is what I found so far. New York State mask mandate extended through February 10th, even though the cases and hospitalizations are going down. It looks like they're going really fast, but the numbers are still way too high, and healthcare workers are still feeling the pinch, and the deaths are still like between 150 and 200 people per day. That's unacceptable. So yes. Okay, voy a hablar español aquí. Okay, remember I said, it's para hacer leche. Okay, all right, now. Okay, I didn't really curse, did I? So, that's why I say ay mierda, por favor. I got that from mi compañera. Yeah, but someone texted me mierda. Okay, sounds like a person's name, okay? Whoever is monitoring NSA, it's a person's name, okay? I promise. Okay. All right, so the next thing is that New York City vaccine mandate, ages 5 and up, you got to be fully vaccinated. So you have to have at least two doses. Even better if you have the booster dose. But unless if you're immunocompromised, okay, that's for the 5 to 11. You only need two doses for now for 5 to 11. If you looked at my previous streams, I actually made a Freudian slip and made a mistake saying that, the ages 5 and 11, yeah, you can get your booster doses when they weren't approved yet. But I just went, I just went ahead of it and predicted the future. Okay, so Moderna's booster dose, Team Moderna, baby. Okay, that's me. I got all three Moderna doses. It wanes after 6 months. Boo, boo. Okay, so, but it's not fully boo. Pfizer and Moderna. I don't know about Johnson & Johnson, but Pfizer and Moderna, they're working on a new formula for the vaccine that will incorporate trying to attack Omicron. Even though it's mild, the issue with Omicron is there are people out there who still get hospitalized, and there are people who still die from Omicron. Okay, they'll say it's mild. There is no such thing as a mild death. It's either you're alive, or you're dead, or you're a zombie. Okay, I don't see any mild stuff somewhere. All right, so there needs to be more studies as well for Pfizer. It actually goes down much faster. I think Pfizer needs to get their act together. Come on, Pfizer. You're New York's very own. Your headquarters in Manhattan. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. I have Pfizer in the pharmacy. So the problem is in my pharmacy, I cannot. It's very hard to enter the information. I can prepare the doses. Boom, done, easy. Just like with the flu shot. Boom, done, easy. Okay, just entering it in because for statistical reasons, and also more importantly, that they legitimately get that vaccine, because there are people out there, they're trying to be slick here, and they're trying to get their fake vaccination cards, and then when someone scans it, especially if in New York, if you think you're in the database for the Excelsior Pass, they'll say, "Oops, gotcha, busted." Okay, so they, just because because there are fake cards out there, that's why it's very important that we put it in the system that we legitimately actually give the jab, so to speak. Okay, and you've probably heard this from when I post on Instagram. Omicron has 3 sub strains. So the most common one is BA1. BA2 is something called the stealth Omicron. So that one, some tests will not pick up that strain. So it may have a false negative. And there's BA3. So all three of them so far, anything can change. Again, the symptoms are similar throughout because they're all under that Omicron umbrella. What's different about this is that it's within the genetic code, the RNA. So like different tweaks in the spike protein. Okay. The next one is that Israel. I know this is outside the U.S. and this is not part of New York City, but gives us a little bit of a foresight to see what's going to happen in the future because Israel is one of the first nations to approve, or maybe approve in quotation marks, probably some kind of their version of an emergency use authorization of expanding the fourth dose. So that's the second booster dose if you're keeping count. So it's going to be those who are 18 and up who are at high risk. Okay. Initially, they wanted to make everyone 18 and up to be eligible. But I guess there's only so much doses they can make. I don't know what the reason is, but so they're limiting. Now the update is they're limiting to, if it's 18 to 64, it'll be those at high risk. So those who are healthcare workers, if they have a risk of occupational exposure, those who have pre-existing conditions such as asthma, anything cardiovascular related, diabetes, if respiratory related illnesses, and anyone who is immunocompromised. So fourth dose is very important. Just as a reminder for those if you haven't seen my post on Instagram, the fourth dose is already approved for ages 60 and up. Actually, I made a mistake. So it's 18 and 59. Ages 18, 59, high risk. Fourth dose already approved for those 60 and up, regardless. Also, just as a recap, monoclonal antibodies from Regeneron Eli Lilly lose emergency use authorization simply because they're not as efficacious when it comes to fighting against COVID, but in specifically the Omicron variant. Okay, and also there is one more thing I actually forgot to put in, but it's on Instagram. Austria, not Australia. Austria, the one where that's how I learned about that country when I was watching The Sound of Music. I heard Austria is a nice place. They told me to go to Vienna. That's the capital. So it is one of the first countries where they're mandating vaccination for those 18 and up, regardless. Even if you're at home and you haven't left the house in about 2 years and you're 18 and up, you have to get vaccinated. And I think that's a little too far, in my opinion. I mean, ideally, we want everyone to get vaccinated, but not everyone is eligible. All right, so it depends on the person's health. If a person is allergic to any of its components in the vaccine, it has to be legitimate allergy, then they're considered contraindicated, meaning that it's not for them. But it has to be a legitimate contraindication, not so much with side effects. Oh, I got a fever. Oh, I'm not supposed to. Oh, that means I can't take it. No, 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 no. Like, get that out of your system, okay? We're talking about anaphylaxis, like real severe allergic reactions. So if your lips get big, okay, not because of plastic surgery, but because of an anaphylactic reaction, or your throat closes and then you can't breathe. If you get a lot of hives, for example. So if you have really bad reactions where it's life threatening, then that's one thing. I'm hearing about what is this card? So with the myocarditis, yes. See, my brain's tired. Okay, it's myocarditis. So for So for most people, it wanes out. It wanes over time. But again, it's always very important to do your to take care of yourself basically, and do your safety protocols. Again, this is a team effort. It's not about you. It's about all of us, including you. It's not just exclusively you. Okay? Keep that in mind. So, the next thing is there is this one is pretty interesting. So, a friend of mine showed this to me. Uh, I believe January 19th, the MMWR, or the Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report from the CDC, released some information about natural immunity. So it's titled COVID-19 Cases and Hospitalizations by COVID-19 Vaccination Status and Previous COVID-19 Diagnosis. So information is only in California and New York. And this is from May to November 2021. And it looks into the Delta variant. Whether, if you got infected, obviously you're going to develop immunity to it. And unless, of course, you're immunocompromised, then you won't be developing as strong an immunity compared to an average person. All right, so they looked into it. I'm just going to give you a summary. My takeaway is that they should put natural immunity. They should consider that, along with vaccine immunity. You gotta, this is now, since we've learned about it now, you should not just, throw away natural immunity. I think it should be seriously looked into and studied. And I think that's what a lot of scientists have failed. All right, that's number one. Number two, this please, 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 that doesn't mean you remove your mask. No, that doesn't mean you can get back life to normal and say, oh, if I get COVID, yeah, so what? I'm still gonna survive. No, 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 no. Okay, there's still a risk of death, a much higher risk of death compared to getting the vaccine. Okay, I wrote this on the very bottom. Do not, please, please, do not get COVID just so you can develop natural immunity. It's a high risk, high reward thing. It's kind of like Russian roulette. Okay, don't do that. All right? What you should do is to protect yourself. And I've said this so many times. Okay, now, that being said, if you got tested positive and you got the symptoms and you recovered and you're alive, that's great. That's what we like. All right. It's just that I don't want you to take a risk and then after that you're 6 feet under. I don't want to see that. Okay. I have 3 patients who passed away from COVID. Okay, and they didn't live to tell whether or not they got natural immunity because they're dead. How are they immune? They're immune. They'd be here talking with us. Okay, so please, please, please do the right thing. Please be smart. Please take care of yourself. Very important. Okay, so the limitations, as people probably would think of, would be that immunity among each person can vary. It depends on the lifestyle. Okay, so if people make good decisions when it comes to dieting, when it comes to exercising, if their lifestyles are great, if they take great care of themselves, they tend to have adequate immunity. They tend to have a better immune response should they get a reinfection compared to those who are not as healthy. For those who have pre-existing conditions, comorbidities, or chronic illnesses, and that would include, I'm very OCD with these things. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. Okay, so if you have diabetes, for example, if you have cardiovascular disease or something, or if you're immunocompromised, your immunity may not be as robust compared to those who are healthy. So that's why please don't deliberately enforce yourself to get COVID just to achieve natural immunity, because we don't know if you're going to survive out of that, or get natural immunity means, we don't know if you're going to die from it, or actually, if you do survive, we don't know if you're going to get long haul COVID. And that affects a person's lifestyle. So a person would have a lower stamina and few other symptoms. And that's a little bit risky. So I'd say I strongly encourage people, if they're eligible, to get vaccinated. It's the safest way, even though according to the study it says it's not the most robust way. Safety first, okay? But again, this the limitation is that if an average person were to read this article, they'll say, "Oh, natural immunity is the best. Why do I have to get the vaccine?" And you shouldn't just dismiss the vaccine just like that, okay? I got three. Now, I'm going to tell you my example. I mean, it's up to you whether to use my example. I can only speak for myself. Getting 3 doses of Moderna was the best decision of my life. I'm just, again, I'm speaking for myself. If I had not gotten my 3 Moderna doses, I could have gotten Omicron after I attended Anime NYC. I could have gotten Omicron after celebrating my sibling's birthday. And and probably I would have gotten Omicron at work. And because of that, along with all the other protocols, the safety protocols, and wearing a KN95 mask and social distancing as best as I can, and washing your hands, and just being smart and trying to be mindful of other people makes a difference. If we all can do this, we can actually prevent outbreaks. I think at this point we're getting into the endemic stage. After you tested positive, how long should you wait to get the booster? So I see a lot of answers for that. So after so I would get a negative test. Most important thing is that you have no symptoms. Okay, you have to be healthy in order to get the booster. All right. So, and my my coworker said that even if it's 3 weeks later, you're tested positive, you have no symptoms. You can still go to work because you have no symptoms. But the positive test could be because, again, due to debris, it's just the viral debris, and that was due to that past infection. So, yep. So again, if you're sick, the vaccine will not help you because your immune system is busy trying to attack the disease. If you're healthy, that means the immune system is available. So when you get your booster, the immune system will be ready. They'll be coming in, and then in this case, if you have Moderna or Pfizer, it's gonna say, I see your body's making that spike protein. That doesn't look good. Let's kill it. Yeah. So few weeks is fine for no, and you have to be symptom free. All right, and fever free as well. You don't want to get a booster shot or any vaccine, so to speak, if you have symptoms, especially if you have a fever, because that means your body's still fighting. Okay, so the other limitation is that this study focuses on Delta, not Omicron. Obviously, there's lack of data with Omicron. We're still learning about it, but this could be like one of those stepping stones. So we could infer that, okay, I get an Omicron infection, and God forbid, and then I survive. In if you're a healthy person, you've already developed immunity to it. And I saw one video. Now I don't have the data for this one, but it could also lead to a spillover immunity against Delta. But there's not much Delta anyway. There, at least in the U.S., it's about 99% of the cases are Omicron. Okay. Oh, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. So they also said hybrid immunity is the best. So now I've heard people like they get the infected. That doesn't mean you don't get the vaccine. I strongly encourage to get it, but you have to wait first. Now that being said, if you had I think it was a past infection, or if you had a monoclonal antibody treatment, you'd wait about 90 days. I think that could change, but we don't know yet. But so far as it stands, you'd wait 90 days, at least 90 days before getting your any vaccine dose, so to speak. And that's simply because your body is trying to adjust and try to build up immunity from that, either that past infection or the monoclonal, but mainly the monoclonal antibodies. But when it comes to infection, though, I think that if you, as long as you tested negative and you don't have symptoms, the part when you don't have symptoms and you feel okay and you feel healthy, then you can get your booster. And in the article it says that hybrid immunity is the best. So now they, for some reason, they put natural immunity as a close second and vaccine as the third best immunity. As long as you get any kind of immunity, that would be great. Just keep in mind that it's still one layer of protection. Okay, and I have to go back to this slide again. I know I have so many slides on this one. So I have so many slides on this thing. I'm just looking for the Swiss cheese one. So we're gonna go back to this again. This is very, very important. Just because you're immune doesn't mean you're invincible. If you saw my other streams, you'd know that if you play a Sonic game, we talked about Sonic Cat, remember? So I don't know if you're a fan of it, but if you turn into Supersonic after collecting all the gems or rubies, whatever it is, so the emeralds. Sorry, emeralds. Okay, the Sonic fans don't kill me, please. It's been a while since I played Sonic. Emeralds. If you collect all the emeralds in, I think Sonic 2 and 3, for example. I don't know about Sonic 1. I haven't played Sonic 1. I played Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, where you had to do these special stages to get the emeralds. When you become supersonic, when you touch the enemies, you kill them. The thing is, if you see those gaps, if you fall into the gaps, you die. If you see those little spikes and you get squashed by it, you die. If you get squashed by it even without spikes, you die. So just because you have a natural immunity or vaccine immunity doesn't mean you go mask off, yeah, let's go, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. No, that does, it's just like thinking wearing a seatbelt means that you can drive like a maniac and crash into whatever you want and still survive. No, again, just like seatbelts, vaccines are not 100%. That's why, again, I explained the Swiss cheese model, okay? Just because you got vaccine immunity, that's still one layer of protection. If you got natural immunity, that's one layer of protection. It's another one. Even better, great. Wearing a mask, that's another one. Social distancing, another one. If you're going outdoors, or if you have good ventilation, that's another one. If you get sick and you quarantine or isolate, that's another one. If you cover your mouth, okay, even with the mask, another layer. That's another one. If you don't go like this, oh wait, oh, I have a booger. No, what's this? That's another one. Trying not to touch your face, assuming that you're not wearing a mask and you're doing indoor dining. It's itchy. I gotta go in there. Okay. So if you don't do these things, here, try touching this. Okay. Just kidding. See, when it's virtual, you're not gonna get my germs. Okay, that was random. Okay, so. I can't. You get the idea. Okay, be smart. Okay, Do whatever it takes so you don't get exposed. Okay, don't be one of those where I want to be exposed because I want to experiment myself and I want to get my natural immunity. That's not how it works. Okay, because to me that's Russian roulette. Okay, you gotta we all gotta do our part. And I know you're tired of me hearing this. I'm sorry. We got some people who are not listening to me. We have one person, I think it was RFK Jr., another anti vax guy. He says that the vaccine mandates are like, the Nazis or something like that. I don't know the exact quoting. That's stupid, okay? Very stupid. And this person is not out for your best interest, okay? He's all about the pockets, not about the people, okay? And we should stop doing that. People's lives are more important, okay? I understand money is important. I get it. But a person's life, when a person's life is gone, is gone. You can't money you can get back. Okay, so but still, we have to work together, okay? And it doesn't have to be limited to just COVID. It's gonna also be flu or other viruses as well. Remember Ebola back then and Zika virus and all that, and it didn't do, it wasn't there weren't big epidemics, not like COVID. The last pandemic was, I think, the bird flu, and I remember there was a Mad TV video on that, and there was a fake big bird, and he said, "I got the bird flu," and then everyone started getting sick. Mad TV got canceled, so all right. Oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. So that's my stream, and I'm looking at time. I only did 48 minutes. So it takes me a while to get to affiliate. All right. So far I'm kind of close. I think I'm 7 away in terms of followers. I think I'm one view away, like one unique view away. Reason why is because I really want to get those channel points and I want to get those emotes because I couldn't put the emotes yet. I have to be affiliate. So I think I'll get there. Keep in mind I started streaming early November and I was testing because I suck and I think I still suck at OBS because I still make mistakes. What a noob. I'm a noob. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the stream. I know I wanted to do more COVID stuff. It's just I've been very busy. Yes, I got this. I'm still new, but I got this. I just have to keep streaming and I need to move forward with this project. All right. So I think yes, that's right. That's what I'm going to do. But before I say that, I need to raid someone, right? Let's see who I'm going to raid. Where is it? I forgot to open the app. Who is live? Oh yes, my favorite. Let's raid Shelby. I am actually the brains of the New Age Blinders. He's the ringleader. So yeah, I know. I'm not gonna do arrows. Yeah, Senor Shelby. Okay, he's also one of the mods. Okay, so far I have 6 mods. I'm probably gonna add more mods. Okay, my mods are the best in the world. They're tremendous. Believe me. Okay, I was being a pain in the ass. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. So I'm gonna raid you, Shelby. All right. So what I would say is, in the words of DJ Nicky Zem, and now also in the words of Katnisis, I hope everyone has a great day. Please stay healthy and safe, especially if you're in New York City. Okay, be careful when you go out, and I will see you Sunday night. Just wish me luck on the timing thing. I'm working on that. Okay, peace.